Is this a business that they've generated to procure more real estate in the United States, or are they poisoning the marijuana? Or, it could be anything. China has
I
so
would say
many
yes,
angles on
yes,
us.
yes, and
What
yes.
am I missing?
So the cannabis that they're producing more often than not has pesticides on it, banned substances. There are 13 or 14 different pesticides that have been identified on at Chinese grows in California that are prohibited for use in the United States on anything.
And these are indoor.
They are indoor grows in the Siskiyou Forest in Northern California. They have what are called hoop houses. We can find the YouTube video of some people who have flown drones over them, but they're like city size areas where they put up these hoop houses, which are greenhouses. And they'll grow marijuana in there, and then they'll set up like a 55-gallon drum, and they'll fill it with sawdust, which is a mixture of all of these different herbicides, pesticides, and fungicides, many of which have been imported from China and have no legal use in the US. And they'll put a wick in them and burn them. And the smoke fills the hoop house and coats the marijuana and ensures that you don't have any product loss to mold. Because that's a big problem with growing marijuana is the heat, humidity. You're going to get mold. You're going to lose your marijuana. So this is like dropping off, Agent Orange or a nuclear bomb that's going to kill everything except for your marijuana. And they're doing this at a smaller level in houses in Maine as well, where they'll cut half a beer can, take these very same Mylar bags that they're finding in California. They'll find them in Maine. They'll dump them into a beer can. They'll burn them, and they smoke the whole house so that they don't get any mildew or mites or whatever pest on their marijuana plants. And that marijuana is then later consumed along with whatever crazy Chinese pesticides have been applied to it because there's not a lot of testing on it. And if it's exported across state lines, that's inherently illegal. So whoever takes custody of it after that, whoever sells it after that, they're already breaking the law. And there's not really going to be any recourse for a consumer who finds out that they bought illegal weed in a state where it's prohibited and later they find out that it's got pesticides in it or something. They're probably never going to know. And this stuff has spread so far throughout smoke shops and head shops in the United States that we don't really know where it's being grown. You can't possibly know where it's being grown. The supply chain is so distributed. So the first thing I would say is, yes, it furthers the CCP's goals to have as much cheap, crappy, poisoned pot as possible on the streets, as widely available as possible. So instead of being, fit and